Yo.
Hello, Shorty. What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some bud.
Are you all alone?
What's up? What's up?
What the? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone. What's up?
What's up?
Yo, Duque, pick up the phone.
Yo.
What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 352, and we are totally not 25 minutes late. No, we are right on time. And I am your host as always, here to bring you the Brony silliness for this week, completely and utterly on time as normal. I am Circuit Main. Of course, I am not joined by myself. No, I got a wonderful cavalcade of panelists here to talk about all things in the Brony community this week, as well as a fun topic. But let's go ahead and start off with our introductions. We have joining us once again from the Equestrian Jackbox Stop, Crazy Matt Captain and Cold Dust.
Oh,
What's
wow.
up?
What's up? And we also have joining us Deathlight Productions, back from his time, unfortunately, dealing with severe allergies.
Yeah, I almost died last week. It was really impressive.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't. That would have sucked to try to fill your role. We might have had another Stoikoi joining in.
Believe it or not, I could try to duplicate myself.
No.
All I can say is amazing what steroids and painkillers can do for you, as well as blood thinners and stuff, so.
Yikes.
Oh, how that works.
I was falling like a balloon. It was not pleasant.
Alright, and of course, we not only have... Sorry, my brain is, I'm kind of hiccuping here in a really weird ways. We not only have, yeah.
Tech Stallion.
We have text. I'm sorry. I'm trying to grab a few images so we can have a little corner bug. And I don't know why, but my Windows just suddenly, out of nowhere, it has these weird blue arrows. It had weird blue arrows over all the icons and folders and everything. I had no idea where they came from. I still have no idea where they're coming from. I don't know what they mean. Why are there blue arrows pointing to different directions? Anyway, we have Tech Stallion.
I almost died from being pissed off today.
In other words, you had an aneurysm.
Really? From being pissed off?
Well, it's an expression, but still. That fucking computer today.
Oh, right. Yeah, the video card not working for you. That is really weird. I've never heard of anything like that.
But I don't want to go too much into detail right now, as we have a show to do.
Indeed. Alright, and we are also joined by Toakoi.
Hi, I'm a Noyatron, if anyone wants to deal with that.
And we also joined... Yes. And we also joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I'll be in and out for the evening.
Alright. And, of course, as I said, we're here to bring you all the fun and silliness of the Brony community for this week. And our topic for this week is actually kind of interesting because the timing could not be better. Equestria Daily is set to start their artist training ground this week. In fact, today. They're set to start it today. The problem is that we expected it to be up by the showtime, and it's not yet. I am still watching Equestria Daily quite fervently, waiting for them to post the topic. we were also going to do a little bit of drawing of the discussion of the first topic of the day, while it's also talking about arting resources and so on and so forth. But it does not appear to be happening quite yet. So we're going to be flying by the seat of our pants in more ways than one. So I do apologize if everything is...
My challenge for this week, I decided to make it difficult and try in 3 different styles. My own, Circuit's, and Cole's.
I have a style?
Yeah, you mainly have the round shape that's not quite stick ponies, but not quite fully developed.
What's my style?
Dude, I have to save this and open up GIMP just to try and make something better.
You should have tried doing the Baron style. In other words, realistic-looking ponies.
I have not the camera nor the talent.
All right.
I caught one of Baron's streams last week. He actually has some pretty good streams.
Yeah, I watch him every other week. He has good stuff, so.
Yeah.
But on a different fun note, though, we are going to be talking about, as well, the final episode that we got for mid-season. So right now we are on mid-season hiatus outside of 2 specials that are going to be coming out soon. Next week we have the Rainbow Road Trip, which will be next week, actually. And also we have an Equestria Girls Groundhog Day special, which should be airing a month later, except apparently in Mexico it may air sooner than that. Of course, on both of these specials, we're hoping that they show up on YouTube. If they do, that means that we have free reign to just grab them and use them to do commentary over Gmod Theater. But we'll see what goes on with that.
Again, respect the U.S. release.
We are respecting the U.S. release, so if anything pops up early, we are not going to talk about it, as we normally would. Not. So, in any case, let's go ahead and start warming up our vocal cords and talk a little bit about our daily lives. And what better way than a little bit of What's Up, Brony? So, what is up, Bronies?
Now, Sirkev, I got something to unload on you.
Unload away.
Oh, boy.
Pizza. Alright, so I went out to get pizza today, and it was fucking great. And, like, I got a pizza with mushrooms, black olives, and bacon, which
Yum.
is a personal best combination ever. That is my favorite, like, if I get the choice to choose what goes on my pizza, that's what goes on it. Which I need to ask all of you, what is your favorite pizza topping? Like, if you had to, like, custom make pizza, oh man, what would you put on it?
Do we have a limit?
Mine would basically be a combination of meat lovers and supreme mashed together.
Alright, meat lover supreme and mashed potatoes. Cool.
No, mashed together, you silly man.
Mashed potatoes on a pizza. I'm not
Well,
gonna.
honestly, if you do put that as a nice crust layer, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Circuit.
Do we have a limit?
I'm gonna say like 3 toppings.
I
Not
just did
including
a
the
supreme
cheese.
and meat lovers mashed together with mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you said that before I could lay some standards.
Why do you think I was trying to get the standards out first, man? You got to know what you're dealing with before you go ahead and lay out what you're dealing with. Okay, so
Exactly.
imagine this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got yourself a wonderful little pizza. You got chicken. You got ham.
Cool.
And you also have to have a little bit of vegetable. Now this is where it gets tricky because I can go a few different ways, but I think the best vegetable topping for all of this, and no, it's not pineapple.
Pineapple's a fruit.
Well, that's the joke. Moving on. I would go with green peppers. Now, most people might
That's
think,
actually good.
it actually does add a nice little spicy kick to both the chicken and the ham, while the chicken and ham work and complement in a wonderful meat array of tastiness.
Wait, green peppers don't add spice.
Well, they have a tang. They have a tang. I guess spice isn't the right word. A tang to it.
Yeah. I was about to say it's the season make it spicy, but yeah.
Yeah, the tang. You gotta have the tang.
You're pretty much talking about what my family almost makes every time we make pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Bell peppers, chicken, yeah.
Also, you keep saying you have to have the tang, so we're going to have that. We're going to have an orange orange-like drink that was used in space.
Shit, we don't bring that up. They might make a tank pizza. We don't want them to get any ideas.
Oh man,
Well,
could you imagine like,
also,
making a delicious
Jeff-
pizza and then just like taking lemon juice and just squirting it all over it?
Mhm. Also, to kind of add a little to that Tang thing being from space, yeah, there's actual trees that were on the moon that have grown around the world right now.
No,
Moving
I'm
on.
serious, that's a thing.
I'm not doubting that, but I think you could have phrased that better.
So CMC, you're a pizza aficionado. I know this because you go on pizza runs all the time. What
Yes,
pizza?
Little Caesars isn't great, but it's a good glass source of food. But my favorite would be Hungry Howie's 3-cheeser, extra cheese.
So make it a 4-cheeser.
No.
Dude, you're gonna cheese him off. But no,
Three
he's
cheeses, you could just get extra cheese.
extra of the 3 cheeses, man. You don't get 4. You don't call it. What? Jeez, you're the Karen. God damn it, you're the Karen of our group. And you made me swear.
Hungry Howie's is a celebration pizza.
Alright, but I like the sound of that. A 3 cheese extra cheese pizza. That's laden down. Now, if you're gonna get cheese pizza, yeah, you gotta have more than just 1 cheese. 3 cheeses.
Oh, if we're going cheese pizza, I want a combination of pepper jack and standard cheddar with some mozzarella. Ooh, and maybe a tiny bit of Gouda thrown in.
Why do I feel like we're trying really, really hard to summon Jasper Pie right now?
Also, did he just say 3 cheese and then go to like 5?
Yes!
Yeah.
He doesn't understand what.
Toa restrictions.
Oh my
Besides-
god, wait a
Can
minute.
count to a fish.
See, I would make the joke, but I realized I would be like giving him an honorable title. So I was about to say he's King Arthur.
5, 3.
I know. Dudes, I'm having fun with this. I just go without restrictions because I could always add a little bit whenever it got to me.
It's more fun to actually fall.
Working
It's
good.
and it's more fun to fall into the rules because you can do something that nobody would expect, and also turn their heads. Okay, you want 3 toppings? Then I'm gonna get 3 different types of pepperoni. We'll get the traditional pepperoni. I'm gonna get German pepperoni. We're gonna talk about German. It's a spicy pepperoni. Then I'm gonna go to Mexico. I'm gonna get chorizo pepperoni. There you go.
Actually sounds
3.
good.
See, there you go.
On that.
That's how you do it. That's how you spin it on its head, man. You gotta take the rules and spin them. You don't take the rules and then ignore them. That's not comedy. That's
Hey,
stupid.
Circuit, you want to know what my favorite type of pizza is?
Let's go for it, Suki. What do you got?
It's called Show Gets Back on Track toppings.
Okay. You know what? That sounds like a wonderful thing, and I don't think Jasper Pie is gonna reach out to us. So, does anybody else have any other what's up, Brony, going on with them while I'm slowly concealing liquor?
I prefer bacon pizza.
No, Pat. Get back. You're back on track. Pat.
Okay.
Like I said, I was sick and I pretty much missed 3 days worth of work because of it. Or because of the allergies.
That's a shame.
And yeah, I gone into the doctors every day and they kept giving me more steroid shots. It's very unpleasant.
Well, at least now you can lift weights and be all Bruce up like Arnold or something. I know it's not the right type of steroids. I'm being stupid. I
On
think
the
there's
upside, I finished 3 project vehicles and now we're going to be selling those for the scrapyard soon.
Ooh, nice.
So, and I'm now working on a 79 Ford Bronco, build V8 and everything in it.
Okay. All right, and okay. So unless anybody else has any other massively pending, what's up, Brony? We're talking life-changing things. I'd say we go ahead and move on here. So let's.
Quitting the fandom.
Wait, what? Okay, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. I'm taking a break 1 week. That's it.
I'm quitting the fandom until next week.
Yeah.
I'll be back later, quitting the fandom. Okay, that's an
I remember that was such a big thing like 2 or 3 years ago. Hey, there was so much drama about that. It was great.
Admittedly, it's probably people didn't realize that, you know, sometimes you can get tired of something and you need a break or a breather from it. Or you overindulge and yeah, maybe you just realize the fandom isn't for you, which I can appreciate and respect that.
Yeah.
But
Nowadays,
just
the
to
popular
over,
thing is just to become a furry and then just stop posting.
of course, there's also the dramatic thing. Like, I'm quitting the fandom. Somebody told me not to and make love to me. What? Well, actually, that might be more. That might be more true than I expected to be, but no.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty close.
Sometimes it is. Somebody love and appreciate me and tell me not to go. Give me attention. Okay, sorry. That turned out really bad. We should move on.
Yeah,
All right.
that's like 9 years out of flavor.
Yeah, like I said, that was really popular a couple years ago. I just remember that.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the fun things that are coming in the fandom. Mostly what has been released. My Little Pony,
coming in the fandom. Oh man, okay, time to look through my Derpy Boru.
While Cole does that second.
The manga of My Little Pony has been officially released.
Yes.
So this is one of at least 3 issues that have been announced. They are OELs, which means they're original English language manga. They're not originally from Japan. They're actually styled after Japanese manga, including writing style, art style, and reading style. Reading it from right to left instead of left to right.
Cool.
And of course, so if you take a look here, you can actually, we got a few preview images of the entire thing. It looks like it's a bit of a skit comic manga, similar to Azumanga Daioh.
Well, that's kind of fitting for our little show, given the fact that it is a comedy show. Not direct comedy, but one of those, oh, let's have a fun adventure, or, hey, what did Pinky do this time? It fits.
But I do like the idea of this, especially since you can get a lot of inspiration from it, and also a little bit more fun silliness going on. But yeah, this is one of at least 3 that have been announced. I am planning on picking it up. I haven't yet. Unfortunately, I have to be careful with my budget, and it's probably going to be ordered along with the crocheting book and the baking book. So yeah, I'm going to get a lot of pony stuff coming in all at once to talk about on the show, but not quite yet. However, it is fun to look at the ponies in a manga-ish art style.
I do have the crocheting book. I just haven't gotten around to it because work and doing my own thing. I hate being busy.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and move on here to the next little bit of news. Of course, next bit of news is about Dark and Dawn. iTunes has released their episode as they are wont to do. Apparently has an audio issue. So yeah, if you're... by a second delay, which, yeah, it's that kind of delay which will completely grind a viewing experience to a halt, but it's not horribly bad that it's hilarious. It's just slightly out of sync, so it's mildly irritating, like that fly that just keeps buzzing around your ear.
See,
Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 seconds,
some-
it'd be funny, but if it's not short, like, it just annoys you the whole time.
Yeah.
See, I was hoping it'd be something where, like, Celestia would show up and be like, "Hello, Luna."
Yeah, that would be hilariously awesome. But no, unfortunately, it just has a 1 second delay. So if you are wanting to catch the episode and you have an iTunes account and you're trying to get it through there, you might want to hold off a bit or wait for an update or download it or get it off Google Play. Try to do it legitimately. Do it legitimately, please, if you can. But yeah, iTunes right now has an issue. Just giving a bit of a heads up and warning for everybody. Now, moving right along. Comics! This actually should have gone with the manga, but other comics have been released. Of course, they revealed solicitations for issue 82 of the Friendship is Magic comic. And of course, the latest spin-off after Spirit of the Forest, the Feats of Friendship, which I do got to put a reservation down for now that I think about it. But yeah, Friendship is Magic 82 has been announced, which will come out later this year. This one looks like apparently Cerberus escapes once again, and apparently causes a havoc. So Celestia decides to hire a dog sitter, and who better than Rarity, apparently.
She knows dogs.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna go into any further context for that. That's a bad trail.
Well, she'd deal with diamond dogs. If she deal with diamond dogs, she should be able to handle Cerberus. It makes sense, right?
Well, I'm just saying. Sometimes she can be. Never mind.
Oh, but yeah. That is an important thing. Ian Flynn is actually is the writer for Feats of Friendship. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure who that is. Apparently it's a massively big deal. Oh, he was the writer for the Sonic the Hedgehog comics?
Oh, the originals.
Is it the originals or is it the IDW has them recently, so.
Nah, probably the Archie.
Let's see, Ion Flynn. Oh my God! It is the yeah, I think it is the originals, the Sonic and the Mega Man comics.
Oh, well, we're going retro here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is definitely the same. Okay, I am intrigued. The same writer who did the Sonic comic series, which actually was really damn good, and the Mega Man comic series, which I can't say much because it was kind of an offshoot.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. That was the last Archie comic series. Like, that was the ender before we got IDW.
Not that guy who created the Echidna. I'm not sure about that one in particular. I don't think it is the same guy.
No, it's not him.
Anyway. So, yeah, a really well-known writer, and Tony Fleeks as artist, and Tony Fleeks is really, really good at doing the artistry. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting series of issues to pick up. So let's go ahead and move on. There is another comic announcement here, though I think we may have already just talked about it a second ago. Yeah, as I mentioned, the Spirit of the Forest #2 is soon to come out. There's a quick preview of Spirit of the Forest 2 if you want to check it out. Of course, it is a continuation of the first one, so it may be a bit spoilery if you haven't read the first. So be sure to check that out at your leisure. Now, the Rainbow Road Trip is set to be coming out at the end of the week. The big thing about Rainbow Road Trip, this is not done by
DHX.
Thank you. I was trying to say IDW and I knew that was wrong. This wasn't done by.
That isn't wrong. They also didn't do it.
Well, true.
Just not the right one you were looking for.
DHX did not do this. This is actually done by Boulder Media, the in-house animation studio that is taking over for the Pony for Pony projects as well as Generation 5 when that does become a thing. But yeah.
So, in other words, this is our first preview of what they'll do with stuff.
Well, of their animation style for it. And admit it, it does kind of look like a mix of both the, it kind of looks like a mix of IDW and the movie. Not IDW. Why do I do that? DHX.
The movie and DHX. Yes, that's right.
Basically a mix of the movie and DHX with the style of the movie, the ears, the eyes, things like that, but it's not as highly detailed and as moving. I don't know how to, if you know what I mean by moving.
It's not quite as
it doesn't have the subtle movements of if they move the hair lingers at one spot for a moment longer than the head.
I think you're talking about the extra rigging.
Yeah, that.
But at the same time, this might be a good way of seeing how Hasbro might end up taking Generation 5. This might be a good sign to see if they actually manage to do really well with Rainbow Road Trip. Generation 5 might actually hold out really well.
But then again, we have to remember, this is definitely Toon Boom from what I'm seeing because of, one, the style, and two, that's become the industry standard since a while ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember, we are the last Flash show that's probably still airing from the whole era when Flash was the hot new thing.
Stop saying Flash is a hot thing.
Flash is still pretty hot. I mean,
we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and drag this in a whole other direction here immediately. So
Oh, you're just mad because we're unfortunately referencing your waifu stealer.
no, you're just.
Hey,
I'm just trying to get. I'm
at
trying
the
to.
top of the leaderboard and not you, Toa.
I do not have enough liquor for this today.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Okay,
Boss,
but
at this point, you have to be near blackout drunk to deal with be on this stuff.
it's never enough. But we're gonna move on along here now, because this is actually a sombering thing. So yeah, unfortunately, a young girl lost her life, and a casket was recently made.
Oh yes,
The
I'm
reason
the one that brought that to your attention, didn't I?
Mhm.
Yeah, and the Question Daily ran with the whole article, including the Facebook post.
Mhm.
So yeah, they made an entire casket based around My Little Pony. So we can officially say that a casket has now been done in the vein of My Little Pony. Thus, Ponify Everything has taken it to an interesting edge.
Unfortunately, Podify everything. It includes some dark stuff that we don't like to talk about.
Yeah, like Toa.
Yeah.
But
Oh, if you Podified me,
okay,
you
okay.
still find me annoying.
Moving on. But yes, this is just a bit of a sombering note, but pretty kind of something nice too,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that happened. So let's go ahead and move on to other news in merchandise. The Stranger Things upside down Applejack has started to pop up in Target. That is it. So if you wanted an upside down Applejack, start checking out your Target. But you're saying, Circuit, I want something from Generation 4 in 2019, and also a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Well, jeez, you're being picky, aren't you? However, I do...
Specific.
Oddly specific, too, but I do have you covered. The San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive toy from Hasbro has been revealed. 2 toys have been revealed. This is actually a 2-pack, which will consist of My Little Pony 1980s Twilight and the 2019 Twilight Sparkle. So you get both the original Twilight and the current Twilight Sparkle.
You know,
in
in
a
fairness,
$20 2-pack.
we're just getting Twilight and her mother whenever she was younger.
Nope, we're getting her ancestor.
Yes, her great ancestors.
Her great
No, really, Twilight Velvet is just the original Twilight.
It was based off the original Twilight, but at the same time not quite. And also, if we really want to bring this into continuity, fine. Then let's go ahead and talk about Grogar. Let's talk about Grogar's bell. Let's talk about the bell that was taken away by a pony, which was named, which we know is from Generation 1, which was over 1,000 years ago, before Celestia, Luna, Discord. But all of those ancient creatures know them, but nobody new does. That's the kind of ancestry we're talking about. That is the Twilight that we're looking at there.
Damn, Twilight Velvet, you kept in shape.
So, and that is all officially canon. So, do I need to aim my cannon at you, Toa?
You aim it, and all it'll do is make me come back with a hole in my chest.
I aim the cannon at Toa. Moving along here. Another thing that has come out in the merchandise news, a new series of My Little Pony augmented reality books have hit Amazon. So these are small little kids books that you can read. Of course, when I say augmented reality, it also means that you can, I think you can actually take your phone, scan it, and it does, take your phone or your iPad, you look at certain pictures of the book, and it brings into a 3D image space.
So we Pokemon Go this.
No. No, this is just augmented reality.
I was about to say this is that's the most basic of augmented reality.
Yeah, this is nothing like Pokemon Go. But yeah, augmented reality pony books have now officially been released. Will I get them and talk about it? Actually, I might. It looks like it does have Google Play. That's always the one thing I'm concerned about because sometimes they are on iPhone only for some stupid reason.
Isn't the App Store cheaper to publish to?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe it is cheaper, but unfortunately it has higher restrictions, so things can get deleted so much easier. And plus, it may be cheaper to publish, but the iPhones themselves are ridiculously expensive. Because you got to get the iPhone, then you got to get the iPhone stand, then the iPick, then the iAxe, then the iToothbrush, and the iToothpick, and then the iPhone 2, and then the iPhone toothpick.
The eye everything.
Yeah, and then the I am done with it.
Because after all, I am legend.
Aha! But yeah, this is something that you may want to take advantage of in a quick manner. I say quick because chances are apps like this, though, do tend to disappear after about 1 year or so. I could be wrong, but unfortunately history is kind of on my side on that one. And let's see. And that is it for merchandise news, so let's get a few more things here. Who knows about the radio show Broken Jubal?
Sorry, all I hear is Radio Gaga.
Well, I only know about it because I heard that they used to have a show that would come on at like 5 in the morning when I was driving into work, but I don't even hear it anymore. It was something stupid anyway. But yeah, apparently the radio show Broken Jubal went into a pony convention near their area and talked about it. If anybody's interested, cool. It is in the show notes, and it's a nice little audio segment and stuff. But yeah, other than that, I can't really say much else because I haven't heard it, and I really am not all that interested. But it looks like they had a pretty positive approach to it altogether, so that's good.
Always nice for people to have open minds.
Now, for a little bit of fun here, Borderlands 2. People know of the DLC that recently came out. And it looks like in the same vein that Borderlands 2 always tends to do, pony references are still a major thing, including Butt Stallion.
Butt Stallion!
Butt Stallion actually does make another appearance in Borderlands 2, so you can see right there. So Butt Stallion, aka the rare, we know it's Rarity or Rarity knockoff. But they also have a couple of side quests, My Brittle Pony and Friendship Amulet, that lets you feed the unicorn, feed the pony you can feed it to the pony apparently, for a unicorn explosion gun.
Does it shoot out unicorns?
I think it shoots out rainbows.
I'm still down with it.
I don't know, but the whole gun looks glittery as hell, so I'm happy either way. So yeah, Butt Stallion still exists. Alright, so there we go with that. Next on the news list, Big Jim Miller released a final MLP production send-off on Twitter. I wish I could talk a little bit about it, but it's a very big 6-page final Twitter talking about everybody and everyone that was involved in all the different communities and everything involved with the DHX production of My Little Pony. And yeah, it's a fun thing. It's a fun, nice, heartfelt thing to read, and yeah, you might get a little teared up at the end of it. So yeah, just make sure you're ready to read it when you do decide to read it.
I read it. It is beautiful. It will make you go, "Aw, you're making me miss the show even more," and it's not over yet.
All right, well, let's go into something that isn't over yet, quote unquote. Now, Mayhem, the Mayhem Festival. Now, this is actually happening in Baltimore after BronyCon is over, the 4th of August, which is about a few days after wait, no,
No, that is the end of BronyCon. Like, as soon as BronyCon closes, this goes off in about maybe 30 minutes.
I read the wrong calendar. Leave me alone. I was correcting myself here. But yeah, this is on the same Sunday that BronyCon ends at 6:30 p.m. But yeah, they are going to be doing a massive Mayhem Fest metal rock concert devoted to bronies. So, yeah, that if you are going to BronyCon and you're still going to be sticking around after Sunday evening, this might be something worth checking out. I might actually try to check it out.
I'm
If I
willing to
wasn't
go with
doing-
you.
Hey, you.
If I wasn't doing post-BronyCon duties, I'd go.
Well, it's at 6:30 p.m. and who knows how long it goes, so...
Oh, we got a crap ton to do after BronyCon's over.
No, I can imagine it's not going to be easy. But yeah. Hey, I know. Hey, Blinked! Blinky poo! Blankety mind! I can't hear me. Never mind.
Ignoring you.
No, he can't. He can't hear me. Those headsets are. He's got a really good headset on, which unfortunately means it's really annoying when I want his attention. But well, I might check it out. I'm hoping to check it out. If I don't, I don't. But if I do, I will talk about it as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and move along here. Now, there's a few other things Brony related that we're going to talk about. Just a few quick updates. Adventure of the Lunar Bolts got a recent update. This is an RPG that's being made in an SNES style. That's been in the works for a long time, but it's still in the works, which is good. But yeah, they recently released a video trailer of combat and how it's going to be handled in the game. So it's good to see that it's still up and going and that they are working on it. And also to see how they're going to be handling combat in general. Hopefully we'll actually see a full-fledged release soon, but it's just nice to see projects like this are still going and being worked on.
Given how many either die or just get canceled.
Speaking of projects that are being worked on, Space Ponios Issue 1 has been announced by Lunarshine. This is a 32-page comic, and if you can't tell from the front page, this is dealing with Apogee.
The cutest little toner ever.
the cutest, curious little poner ever. And, of course, the first part of the comic dealing with her going to see her mother and try and take care of her. And 1 second, please. Sorry, I had to plug in my headset here. I was going to die. But yeah, this is a full-on comic, and of course, since it's issue number 1, this is just the first of hopefully many issues to come out of this. Now, you can already read these comics on Tumblr and Twitter and a few other places. However, this is an actual physical copy that is being released with redone artwork.
Yeah, so we've gone through it and reshaded and updated a lot of it, as well as some of the selling, which makes it look a lot nicer than the original. It's pretty cool.
Yep. So if you really do like the artist or you like the character, you like any of this, I highly recommend putting down for it. It's only $10 for a Brony-made comic series that you can own a physical copy of your very own. And it's also in our show notes, so you can get an order there.
Yep.
Of course, they also say it's expected to ship in August, and I don't know. Normally, Lunarshine is at BronyCon. However, you might not want to hold your breath like I did with Cream Heart and hope that they have it available at BronyCon, because they just might not. But
Just gotta ride the waves, man. Ride them.
Anyway, and finally, a little bit of news here. Out of Time 4. This is a collaboration album by both the Experimental Bronies and Noise.Horse, who I was able to listen to some of his music over at Everfree this year. Good stuff. They released a compilation album over in Bandcamp. You can also see it on YouTube. But get a nice little mix of music from both of them and dealing with basically, I think the whole theme is the Doctor Who's. But yeah, if you're curious, you want to hear it, check it out. If you like it, it's pretty cheap. You could buy it for a freaking $1 if you really wanted. You could buy their whole discography for $1. But honestly, give it what it's worth, if you can. But yeah, just be sure to check that out. And with that, that is everything in the news. So let's go ahead and get on to our challenges of the week. Now, admittedly, I did not do the challenge of the week because my expectation was we were going to be arting the training ground start today. However, that obviously is also not appearing to happen.
Hold on, I'm posting it
It's
in content creations.
okay. Hold on. So the challenge of the week was ponies learning how to draw. And of course, we also had the protest initiative challenge.
Cole,
The protest initiative challenge.
CMC, can you summon the coal dust?
He has gone away.
Can't summon. There's a pizza in my face.
You know, this will be a lot easier whenever they're both in the same house.
Can't summon. There's a train in the way.
There's still more trains.
I said go to cold room, not the train room.
All right, let's go ahead and protest initiative challenge. Okay, the protest initiative challenge was ponies and shovels. And
I also have marked Terramar X Caramel.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing.
Well, look at the image I have. I was in the middle of posting it whenever we got to this, but hey.
All right. Okay, and yeah, I didn't see what our submissions were for this, but let's see here.
A lot of the stuff I posted before was just me sharing fellow fans' art, so.
Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like we didn't get much in the way of... Actually, it looks like you're the only entry we got this week for this.
We didn't get anyone shipping?
No.
Oh, I shipped!
Did you ship Terramar and Caramel?
Yep, I even have them doing American Gothic.
I don't know what that means.
It's a very famous painting. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Wait, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right one. It's the it's the farmer and his wife.
Ding.
Thank you.
I even have a subtle jab at Cole whenever he wants to do art but doesn't get it done.
All right.
Because I could not copy his style within the time.
But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like, nobody else was able to enter. I'm going to go ahead and blame the hot summer coming in, the schools ending, and just the general bladness that's going on right now.
I blame almost dying.
Yeah, definitely that. That definitely does.
You have the excuse. Others, not so much.
No, the others have an
What's my
excuse.
for all the other weeks then, when I don't do it.
You work.
Yeah, 9-hour job every day as well as overtimes.
Well, things happen. I'm not going to blame anybody. I mean, it's just been a weird summer, so... Unfortunately, this also means that Toa wins by default.
Wait, what? Hang on a minute. I just came back from doing laundry. What the fuck did I just miss?
Well, you missed...
Points to Flash Sentry.
Well, unfortunately...
Alright.
Yep. Pony's learning how to draw... The challenge of the week with Pony's learning how to draw. And, of course, the protest initiative challenge of ponies and shovels with a crossing of Terramar and Caramel.
I don't like how small the head on that shovel is.
Nobody said it was a good shovel. Though it looks like a spade with a really long handle, doesn't it?
Yes, a spade with a long handle and nothing else.
Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to make anything for this as I was getting ready for the artist training ground that starts today, and unfortunately, we did not get any other submissions for anything of this.
Hold on.
Okay.
What font is that?
That is Kingdom Hearts font.
Sean.
So,
Hey, I could have written it.
Toa has been moved to the lonely corner.
Okay.
much
Wait.
like Toa would have this piece done by boy.
But time was not on my side.
On my side.
Okay. Hang on a second. So So the challenge was what? You said it was shovels, Terramar, caramel, and what was circuits?
Drawing.
Pony's learning how to draw.
Okay. Here. I'll quickly give you something for this content creation. Let's see. Terramar and caramel. They're learning how to draw with shovels.
Suki wins.
I'm down for that.
Suki's got all the points.
I will willingly concede simply because he came up with that, and I'm like, bravo.
So we also have entry. Suki sang a jig. He wins.
Yes,
It was just so you had an option.
and I'm fine with that.
And I'm even going to notate that he sang the jig 46 minutes into the recording.
Mhm.
Alright. But yeah, so next, we'll go ahead and go on to... This is probably alright because we are falling behind on everything today, so... Let's jump into next week's challenge. Now, next week's challenge, I'm going to go ahead and steal a little bit from Equestria Daily on this one. And also, this will be an encouragement to any of you who are thinking of doing the Artist Training Ground. Next week's challenge, any one of the Artist Training Ground challenges. You're going to have 7 of them, but hopefully, by the time that the next week's episode comes out. And hopefully, if you've been trying the Artist Training Ground, you will already have 1 or 2 already made for the Training Ground. And all we want to do is see your works. What did you make in the Artist Training Ground that you can display for everybody to see? Doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Remember, it does not have to be so good that you become the next Citra. It doesn't have to be this good. It doesn't have to look like that. It doesn't have to look like this.
You could make stick ponies.
You can make stick ponies. You can make the same exact stick ponies that we see from... I kept trying to remember his name the whole time I was talking.
Milo Pony in a nutshell.
Yep, that dude.
Oh, round trip?
Round
Yep.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. You can make this. You can make this.
Heck, it was used at Everfree as an actual gag.
It was used at Everfree, and the fact is that even though it's basically stick ponies, it's recognizable. People love the style because it's simple, it's fun, and it's still pony.
Heck, I even made one because he had a whole thing of, if you make your pony and stick kind of thing and send it in, I'll throw it in this video. I'm somewhere in that crowd.
We would just have to pause it and go frame by frame to find CMC.
It's Princess CMC, and if you're asking me, I'm sure he'll make you agree. He's the greatest in the land. He actually does his work, and he does all the background stuff. We can't do anything without him. We're kind of really screwed. You know, Bucked would have worked. Bucked would have worked.
Dude,
Okay.
you know we have an out if we want to curse on here, and it doesn't sound dirty.
Leave me the buck alone. Anyway.
I know, it's bridal.
No. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say fuck. Why? Because it's just more satisfying.
Fair
By the way,
enough.
fun fact, swearing is healthy for you so long as you do it in the right way.
True
Saying
enough.
add in every freaking sentence that you say. I'm saying, like, you know, say fuck, but in moderation.
I
And
recall
then
a
you can
science
reach the
experiment of
health
holding
I
a
mean,
hand
come on.
in ice water and swearing actually makes it so that you can hold
It
your
was
hand in-
Mythbusters.
I mean,
It's also-
Mythbusters showed that. Yeah,
It
that's
also
I mean-
is a sign of
dude, come on. Shit.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on here before we start trying. But that is my challenge. That is my challenge of the week.
When it comes to swearing, though, Circuit, I need to bring this up. When you swear, it doesn't go through the normal language settings of your brain. Like it doesn't just come from that normal where language comes from. It has to go through multiple segments of the brain to be like, okay, is this the right time and place for it? Am I around the right people and all that guff? And because of that, swearing is good for you.
I'm getting a lot of guff from this, that's for sure. Anyway, jokes aside, that is our challenge for the week, but we also have a protest initiative challenge.
That's right. The protest initiative challenge is make your own goddamn challenge. I'm fucking sick of it. Go make your challenge. Just make an art and say that it's for the protest initiative. Just do it. Whatever, dude. Ah, gosh.
Okay then, so I'll make my suicide armor for my follow-up character.
Alright,
Go
so
for it.
protest initiative. Make your own challenge, just do it. Whatever, dude, gosh.
Come on, man.